Alright, so this is going to be a video that I'm going to be attaching to the other video I did where I had added the window film to my office window for privacy. With this one I've already got the window film cut. This is it is 73 inches long. It's going to be going on my patio door. Now, I had said that I had done the patio door already by myself, but my wife complained saying that it was too dark and she can't see anything. Although I did buy the extra dark stuff, I don't have a problem with seeing though. I think it's totally fine. So I had bought another roll of just straight medium. So as you can see, whether it's easy to see through. I'll see if I can get some side by side from the extra dark to the medium that I have here in a little bit. And this is looking directly out of my patio door right here. Both panes are in the extra dark. You can see totally fine. I can see in here, it's totally fine. But she insists that she can't see anything and has the light on in the kitchen, which then completely defeats the purpose of having a one-way mirror style film, because then you can see through both sides. Then it negates the whole entire purpose of putting the privacy film up. So if you do go to try to buy some, the extra dark is one that I do like. I would maybe suggest buying a small amount and trying it like on a window, and then maybe even buying the medium depending on how much light you want to come in. But like I said, this is the extra dark, and I think it is totally fine to see through. I don't have a problem seeing through this at all. So I'm going to grab the extra dark that I have in another roll and set it next to the medium that is sitting out in my living room. Okay, so I got the extra dark out. The extra dark is obviously on the right side, and the medium is on the left side. So where the sun is not shining on, it's definitely going to be darker, but you can definitely see the difference between the amount of light that gets through there. So, I mean, is she probably onto something that she can't really see? Maybe. But as I can see from the from when I was looking outside with my camera, you can definitely see outside just fine, and there's definitely plenty of light coming through. But I am going to replace it anyways and put the medium on there, just because it's not worth the fighting. So 25 bucks to replace it, so it's not that big of a deal. Just replace it and make her happy. So I am going to tear off the other stuff, and to tear it off, once you have it on there, not too incredibly hard. If you have a razor blade, like a window scraping razor blade, you're going to use that. It may be easier when it's colder outside, because things don't stick that great when it's really cold out. So today it is in the below zero. I think it's like -5 or -10 today. So it should come off a little bit easier. May also use a blow dryer to help get some of the window film off as well. And then you're going to want to clean it really, really good with just plain Windex to get all the glue off. And then once the glue is off, it's going to be the same thing as when I put the window film on my office window, is going to spray it down with water solution that has 8 to 10 drops of just normal liquid dish soap in it. And as I'm peeling back the clear film on the window film, I'm going to be spraying that so it doesn't stick to anything, and then going to put it up on the patio door. And I'm going to be doing this myself because it does not require 2 people. I know some people said that it does require 2 people, but it really doesn't. As long as you follow directions, everything goes pretty smoothly. So I'm going to pause this a second and get working on removing the existing window film. Okay, so it took me about 3 minutes to get the existing window film off. Here's the difference. This has no film on it now. It has a lot of glue on it. And here is the extra dark. So maybe she might have be onto something. She said she only wants, she's fine with one side being dark as long as the other side can let a lot of light in. So I'm going to clean all this glue off and then put the other film up and see what it looks like with and with the medium as opposed to the extra dark. Okay, so it took me a total of 5 minutes to get the existing glue off of the window. If you have a paint scraper that has a razor blade in it, what you're going to want to do is spray the glass fairly well with some Windex. Let it sit on the glass for a few minutes, and then so I let it sit for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then I came back and spent 5 minutes scraping the window, and then I used some paper towels to dry the window off, and all the glue is gone. So now I can go and start working on putting up the window film. So you're going to want to do the same thing as normal with my other video that I did for putting the film on my office window, is spray this glass down with the water solution. It has 8 to 10 drops of liquid dish soap in it first, and then as I slowly start to peel back the clearer film on the other stuff, I'm going to be spraying that down too, and then I'll place it up onto this glass and then start squeegeeing out the water. So just like in the last video, I'm going to use 2 pieces of tape to find which side is the clear and which side has the film on it. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces of tape over here, and I now know which side is the side that is the clear and which side is the film. So I'm going to take my spray bottle, pull back a little bit, and start spraying. This will prevent it from, if it curls up at all, prevent it from sticking. And on this side, over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tape, curl it back, and stick it to the floor, because now I have an anchor to help pull the film or the clear plastic from the film. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other corner up here as well, and start pulling back the film, and as I do it, spray it down with the solution. Okay, so now I sprayed it down, and as you can see, it kind of curled up in some places, but it's fine because it's nice and wet. So now I'm going to spray down the patio door. Okay, so the patio door is now sprayed down with the soapy mixture. And I'm going to take the window film and put it up into place and start squeegeeing out the water. And as you saw before, it's just me doing this. Nobody else is helping me. Get it so there's a bit of overlap on top. Will make it much easier to get everything lined up if there's a little bit of overlap. I'm going to pull it back a tad because it's a little crooked. Alright, now I've got to get the squeegee, which is right next to my camera. I'm going to be using the felt side of it so that I don't tear anything. and slowly start working the water out. Just like I did in the other video in my office. Slowly start working it out, and I will trim this once I get more of the water out. So, for the most part, it's up. I mean, there's some bubbles that keep forming here and there, and that I'm expecting to happen. But it's still really wet, and I'm going to. It looks like there's a piece of glue or a hair that's stuck in there. I'm not going to pull it back to get that little thing out. So like I said, I've done, I think I tinted maybe 3 or 4 windows when I was in high school. And that was back in 1995 or 6 when I did that. I think I tinted my brother's truck windows too, and that was 2009. Yeah, so, I mean, it's been a long time since I've done any sort of tinting window, but as long as you follow directions, it'll go by really smooth. So I'm going to continue getting some of these bubbles out and whatnot, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I mean, I can already see the difference between the extra dark and the medium. So, alright, so now I am done. Here is the medium. Here is the extra dark. So, yeah, there's more light in the kitchen now, but I still like the extra dark. My wife didn't like it, but as I stated, it's not worth a fight to constantly go through. And when you don't want people looking inside your house because you might have neighbors from hell, then it's a good idea to put this up. Come on, focus. Okay, some of the edges up here, they're still pulling away. As you can see, that big old air bubble and with water in there. So as it starts to dry out a little bit, then it'll be easier to squeegee out some of this, and it will start to stick a lot better. And then I can go through with the razor blade that they provide in the kit and trim it up even better. So I'll try to see if I can get a photo of being outside with both of these. But being that it's in the negative today for temperature, I may wait a little bit, but I'm not sure yet.